Hello, my name is Dr. Neilka Smith. I am a licensed clinical marriage and family counselor. I taught in the Little Rock School District for several years, and I am a mother of 3. So today I want to talk to you all about parental involvement. Parental involvement is crucial. Parental involvement is actually what gives our children the motivation they need. If you've ever seen a child that was very interested in a sport or an activity or an art, and then they became uninterested in that activity, a lot of times we found that it was because of lack of parental involvement. If children don't see that we as parents think that education or that gift or that talent is important, then they don't think it is as important. But when we show up, when we participate, when we get involved, and school is important to us as parents, because we are their authority figures, because we've been here and they look up to us, regardless of what their behaviors may be, they look up to parents. Parents are that authority figure in their lives. And so when we as parents show that school and education are important to us, then it's important to the kids. It is important that we not only just show up to the schools by dropping the children off or only going when teachers call us. It is so important that we as parents are in relationship with our teachers. With our students' teachers, that we have a relationship with the principals. Every principal of my kids' schools know me. Every counselor, they know me. And the teachers, they know me. It is so crucial. I know that we are busy parents. I know that we have multiple things to do, and many of us have multiple children, and it is difficult. But just like my mother told me before, these years go by fast, and they're not going to remember our words as much. They're going to remember our presence much more. Our presence is in their lives the stamp of approval that they matter. Let me give you an example. Have you ever been in a tough situation? You've had pain, you've been crying, and you just needed somebody to be there. You did not need anybody to say anything. They could just sit on the couch beside you because you were grieving or because you were having a hard time or a rough day. And just by them being there sometimes makes a difference. Well, the same thing is with those children. When the children are going to school every day, it's not easy, especially in this day and age. But by that parent being in the audience or by that parent sitting with them at lunch, many days I will go to lunch with my children. Even in my busy schedule, my clients have to come after my children. And so I'll sit with them and they just light up. It doesn't matter how old they are. So I watched a video before, and this video, you may have seen it floating on social media, but this little girl, maybe about 6 or 7 years old, maybe 8 years old, was on stage performing for a school play. And she looked so sad. She was almost about to cry, and she kept looking in the audience. She was looking for her parents, and they had the camera the whole time, and they were just waving at her, and she didn't see them, and she was so nervous and sad. And as soon as she saw her father and mother, she lit up, and she performed well. Student performance is directly tied to parental involvement. We cannot just send them to school. The teachers have the responsibility of teaching. And although we have a lot of amazing teachers who motivate them, the motivation belongs to us as parents. The involvement belongs to us as parents. Ask them about their grades. Talk to their teachers, not just when they're in trouble. I'm not saying that every parent has to join the PTO, although that would be great. But contact the PTO sometime. Hey, do you need anything? Contact the teacher sometimes. Sometimes I say, do you need me to just make some copies for you? Because teachers are human too, and they deal with a lot. And if we can make sure that there is a load taking off of them in some type of way, just by our presence or our support for what they do for our children, then it can take off a lot of stress when they're dealing with our children as well. So we are a team, parents, teachers, and the students. We all have a job, and it goes beyond sending them to school. I pray that this blessed you all. I pray that it has helped you all. If you ever have any questions or need any assistance, my contact number is 501-238-3600. My website is www.drniokasmith.com, drniokasmith.com. Thank you so much. Have a good one.